Right now to the World Cup, where Team USA took on Wales in their opening match of the tournament in Qatar.
Last night's game ended in a 1-1 tie, leaving the team's hopes of progressing to the next round hanging in the balance. NBC News foreign correspondent Meagan Fitzgerald joins us now from Doha with more on this. So, Meagan, it was an eventful game. How'd the team feel about coming away with a tie?
Yeah, guys, it was a disappointing turnout for Team USA. They knew just how important, how critical yesterday's game was against Wales. And look, they came out hot. They were doing well throughout the majority of the game. It was just in the end with that penalty kick that tied up the game with Wales. This does not mean that Team USA is out of it. It just means that it's a little bit more difficult for them to try and advance to the next round. And as you know, Friday, a huge game coming up against England, and it's going to be challenging.
Yeah, because let's talk about how England won quite comfortably against Iran. But it was what happened actually during the national anthems that's making headlines. Tell us about that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, what we've seen over just the last couple of days here is that this is a tournament covered in controversy. It's human rights, it's social justice, it's politics, and it's sports colliding into one. And what we saw yesterday was this bold statement by the Iranian team, standing silent while their national anthem was playing in the stadium, seemingly standing in solidarity with the women of their country. I had an opportunity to speak and ask this question to fans that were going inside the game. Take a listen to our conversation. They seemingly stood in solidarity with their women.
And I think they should, and that's great. And probably 10, 20 years ago, that would have never happened.
I mean, it's great to see, you know, the national team do something like that, you know, stand in solidarity with their people. Yeah, I mean, always great to see something like that. We wish more countries would do that.
Yeah, these fans are paying attention. They're here, of course, to support their team, but they really are focusing on also the news and what's really going on here. And then also, we saw these protests carry on not just inside the stadium by the team, but by the fans. And we also saw protests happening outside by Iranian fans, guys.
Meagan, while we have you, we want to talk to you about one of the biggest shocks of the tournament so far. Saudi Arabia beat one of the favorites, Argentina. I mean, help us understand how big of an upset this is.
Joe, we're talking about one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. Saudi Arabia beating Argentina 2-1. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about Argentina, a team with world superstar Lionel Messi. They're just coming off of this 36-game winning streak, and they were favored to win it all, one of the favorites to win it all. So this is a huge upset. It doesn't mean, though, that Argentina is out of it, just like the Americans. It doesn't mean that. It just means that it's not looking good moving forward, and certainly is a lot more challenging for them to advance. Joe?
All right, Meagan, covering it all for us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.